Welcome back. Today I want to show you how to applique a practically perfect circle, as well as talk a little bit about an advanced applique technique. When appliquing a circle, there's no clear place to start, so just jump in anywhere. I'm using the freezer paper on top method of applique with a seam allowance that is just a little bit bigger than 1/8 of an inch on a 5/8 inch circle. The smaller the circle, the smaller the seam allowance you will want. The circles will be able to maintain a more circular shape when you don't have as much fabric to stuff underneath them, and a smaller seam allowance is far more pliable than a larger one. A seam allowance of any less than 1/8 of an inch, however, could lead to problems with fraying. Now, the way you think about a circle goes a long way toward your ability to stitch it accurately. Most of us feel fairly confident in our ability to stitch a straight line. So if you think about a circle as a series of straight lines, even though you want it to end up circular, the process is less intimidating. So thinking about this leads to sewing this. I know it sounds a bit simplistic, but give it a try. It works wonders. Notice that as I applique, I'm only turning my fabric under 1 or 2 stitches ahead of where I'm sewing, even though it's really nice to have all of our seam allowances completely turned before we begin stitching. Thinking this way can limit the shapes we can sew. So as you become more advanced and want to tackle more intricate shapes, resist the surge. We can only sew 1 stitch at a time after all, no matter how many are turned in front of us. When I get to within about 1/4 inch of finishing my circle, I will turn all of the rest of the seam allowance under and mess around with it until it becomes smooth and perfect, just the way I want it. Now I can applique until I get to the end. To finish, I take 2 or 3 stitches on the back through the background fabric only and clip my thread with a 1/2 inch tail. Now, if you're like me, what you end up with will look a little bit like this. No problem! Using a pair of tweezers, poke in all of the pokey outies, and with your thumbnail, finger press your circle when you get it just the way you want it. This adds a little bit of time, but the finished product is well worth it. And there you have it, a practically perfect circle. If this video has been helpful, feel free to subscribe and go to my website at loopytulips.com. Thanks!